Hey everyone, we are on day 4, I believe, of our Science Explorers program. And today we're going to be talking about soil layers. And we are going to do that by doing an activity that you can eat when you're done. So we're going to start off with, these are the items that I purchased to do this activity. It's a pretty inexpensive activity to do. You will need Oreos, which I get the off-brand. I know they're not the same. Gummy worms and chocolate pudding, vanilla pudding, and then I've got my sprinkles over here. So those are the items that you need. You also need cups, a clear cup, so that you can see the layers. And then you will need spoons to be able to do this afterwards. So the first thing that we're going to do is talk about the soil layers. So the first layer in a soil profile is what we call bedrock. So for our bedrock, we're going to use a whole Oreo cookie, and we're just going to put it in the bottom of our cup, and that is what our bedrock is going to be. Bedrock is like solid rock, and it's the outermost layer of the Earth's surface or crust. So we are going to use the whole Oreo to show where our bedrock is. The next layer that we are going to put in is called our parent material, and we are going to we are going to use crumbled Oreos to show our parent material. Our parent material is formed by our bedrock. So we are going to crush, I just crushed those into my hand and stuck them in there. So that's our next layer. So as you can see, if you look at your cup, you can see the bedrock, and then we've got our parent material in there now. The next layer we're going to talk about is the subsoil layer. And this layer is rich in material, but it's low in organic matter. And to represent our subsoil layer, we're going to be using chocolate pudding. You can use the whole cup if you want to. I'm just going to try to fill in the sides to see the layers, and this is really hard to do with one hand. Okay, so we're gonna put that in, kind of, swirl it around a little bit so you can see the layer on the side of the cup at least. Okay, so there's our subsoil layer. And the next layer we're going to talk about is our topsoil layer, which is high in nutrients and bacteria and fungi. So we are going to represent our topsoil layer with vanilla pudding. Vanilla pudding, for some reason, is way easier to get out. Not sure if it's just me or... Okay, so we're gonna put our vanilla pudding in there like so. Okay, and then our next layer is our organic material. And organic material is residue that's left from plants and animals. So we are going to do our organic material with sprinkles. Everyone loves sprinkles. I know I do. So we're gonna, that's not nearly enough sprinkles. So we're gonna open this thing up, and we are going to really put some sprinkles on this. Okay, yay! All of our organic material is there. Then the next thing I'm going to put in my soil profile, because it is important, They also fall into organic material, but organisms. Organisms are important for our soil too, and an organism that provides a lot of aeration in our soil are worms, because they like to dig holes. So we are going to stick some little worms into our soil profile. Okay. I guess I should not have stacked this cup so we can see our layers. So that is our edible soil profile. So we've got our bedrock and our parent material, and our subsoil, which is chocolate, and our topsoil, which is vanilla. And then we've got our organic material, which are the sprinkles, and then we have our beneficial organisms, which are our worms. Okay, so now you can take and you can enjoy this. See you guys tomorrow.